yesterday's video, we talked about two key price support decisions in IWM. Now, I didn't know if either one of these would hold, but we indeed did hold the first area. Okay, this 132.96 to 133.16 area. We had already traded above that area. And what I was trying to tell you is that these levels define risk. However, we had a gap opening today. We're up a little bit higher. And do you really want to be a buyer when it gaps open and then risk underneath here? Not necessarily, and you don't have to be, okay? I mean, if you did buy it this morning, you know, you're probably up some money, but there's a better way to define your risk by going down to a lower time frame chart, and that's what I want to show you next. So let's take a look at a 10-minute chart, and one of the ways that you could have gotten involved if you did miss the first entry against that original support. And you can see here is pretty much where we opened. What we would do is actually run the same type of price relationships, but on the lower time frame chart. And then instead of risking down here, you can risk maybe just underneath here. So this is what you could have done, and this is, you know, obviously more for learning because this trade's already over. But you can see one thing here, that this swing is almost equal to this pullback decision. And then there's another little zigzag pattern here where if you took 100% of this first swing down, projected it from here, that overlapped that same area, 134.20. You could also run an extension of the prior low to high swing, and you'll see that we were on top of you know, the 1272 extension there. And you also could have run the retracements of these swings. You'll see that we were on top of a 382 retracement of one of the swings with those symmetrical projections. And then if we run the smaller swing, this low to this high, you'll see another price relationship overlap that same area. So again, you don't necessarily want to, you know, buy a rally here and risk to underneath here, but you want to go down to the lower time frame chart where you can then apply the same exact tools that I apply on the daily chart stuff, and you can then refine the risk to underneath here, okay? And in this case, you really wouldn't have had, or you really wouldn't have taken much heat at all. So the zone, you can actually recreate this zone yourself, was the 134.11 to 134.24 area.